Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, JC Dittmer, here with these four nerds because we have a full house. First on the list, running from top to bottom on my screen, is one Ryan Crixus Kukta playing Lady Cell this morning. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, fantastic. Watched the Royal Rumble last night, and not as many surprises as I thought, but the right man won, Cody Rhodes, so headed to WrestleMania. I
wanted CM Punk to win that. And I don't even know wrestling.
I get that. CM Punk's, he's from that
Chicago.
age, that era. Yeah, I'm into it.
So, I'm going to skip one because Jeff's the next one in line, but he's always the last one. So we're going to go to one Tom M. Norman.
What is
How you doing this morning?
My homies, I'm good. I am
Abed.
semi well rested. I am Abed. I have a Troy.
Dude, we need to do like a morning show now. Oh. We have microphones and booms and...
I forgot I didn't show you this before.
In the morning. You know what? Remember pillage the bar?
Pillage then burn.
Oh, pillage then burn. Excellent. Not burn then pillage. Actually great. That's as good as the t-shirt we saw at the concert. Save a ship, ride a pirate.
That was amazing.
And we have one Rick Kane Lefebvre. I no longer said Rick Chuck.
I prefer Rick Chuck.
I prefer Rick Chuck. Rick Chuck is just fun to say. It's like Rick Shaw. Rick Chuck, Rick Shaw. I found something interesting today prepping that I went, oh, wow, that's fun. So we'll see. We'll see if it happens. And of course, last but not least, the Lazy Dragon, the Lore Master, the lovable Limerick Maker, our lovable crew, Jeff Williams. How you doing, buddy?
Good. A little tired. Yesterday was a big show choir day.
Oh yeah. How'd they do?
I actually went. I have no idea because they got back after. They didn't make the top. So
okay.
They didn't make the finals, but I saw the show and I thought they did pretty well. So
yeah.
I assumed that you were the one dancing and singing. My bad.
I mean, if you want to see that, it's going to cost you.
Not until you do the truffle shuffle. Oh.
So, recap time?
Yes, recap time. And a limerick if you got one.
So, let's see. We had just finished off a fight with the Drake and searching his cave, which was partially filled with water. We found a treasure chest with a few magical items and some gold in it. We found like a dry dock room filled with a bunch of busted boats. Then there was a well-locked room that crew had a little bit of trouble with, but Kane took care of getting the door open. That had a inactive teleportation circle. Then we went to the next room. Was pretty much an empty, what looked like a pantry, but we did find some stairs that went down. Avoiding those for the time being. We then went into the next room, which had a relatively disgusting shrine with a few more trinkets and treasures. And then while we spent a little too much time looking for a secret door, there was a little bit of resting going on. But we did find a secret corridor with alcoves, and while we were trying to figure out how to proceed, a shadow came out and we started combat with it, and it seemed like a lot of our damage isn't working the way it typically would. So this thing seems to be relatively hardy and resistant. So clearing Gauntlight, we have been consistent, making all the bad things non-existent. But this ghost in the hall has been quite a tough brawl, as it seems they are fairly resistant.
Yes. Exactly. I like it. All right. So, we concluded in combat at the bottom of the round, so we start at the fresh top of the round with Kane. Kane, you tumbled through this guy, got to the other side. He is flat-footed off guard between you and crew.
Did I do that in this round, or is this a new round?
No, this is a brand new round. That was last round.
Does anybody remember if I raged or not? My toggle isn't
Yes.
on, but
You were raging.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know, the toggle must turn off when I close this page.
Make him.
Off at 10 hit points, because I know I lost those. Okay. Better.
Yes, because I think it only hit you one time because you were raging and your AC was down by 1.
Okay, I thought that's what I thought too, but I wasn't 100% sure. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to activate that fear gem and take an intimidating strike against him.
Okay.
So let's try that. Swings like a normal weapon attack, so let's do that.
All right.
15 to hit.
15 to hit him. What is it? What is this aiming for? Because this is the fear gem.
Well, this is a normal attack.
You activate it, and then if you hit him, right?
If I deal damage, then he's frightened 1.
Okay. Yeah. 15 misses him. My bad.
Can I use my hero point?
Sure.
Reroll it.
I think you're supposed to use that before you know the result, but
Sorry.
Hero point on the first roll of the day.
I rolled a 15 again, so I missed him. I'll roll a second attack. I don't know, that would use 2 actions, so then I can use my third action for a second attack. And it's a 12. Nope. Missed.
swing and miss.
That's it.
Swing and a miss. Lady Frost.
All right. So let's get after this guy with something else.
Gazing over the top of Crew's head at this shadowy figure.
Yeah,
All right. I will. All right. Knowing what I know and having battled undead previously, does this creature feel undead?
Make a recall knowledge religion check.
I have a +8 and it is 9.
The dice are not being kind to start today. I rolled a 6 of 64.
I will tell you, yes, you believe this is undead.
All right. Well, if I believe it's undead, then I'm gonna disrupt undead then at it. So the target must attempt a basic fortitude save.
Basic fortitude save. All right. Do. 25. The dice are not being kind to you guys.
That feels savvy then. So
yeah.
So that doesn't do anything.
I think it does. I think it does half.
Okay.
I should print out the basic save thing because.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is what I'm gonna say. If this creature is undead, it's still gonna take half of 15 positive damage.
So as long as it didn't critically succeed, it half the listed damage from the effect.
Okay. Is a 25 a critical success? Is the question.
No.
My DC is 18.
Okay, so it wasn't a critical success. So half the damage. So half of 15. Is it rounded up or rounded down here?
Yeah, still round up, I believe. It was the same as D&D.
I will go with that. So 8. And it's positive damage.
Positive.
Okay. Yeah, it does like a full 8 damage to it.
All right,
It,
and then I'm gonna
it feels
Feels positive.
positive.
put
Yes.
up a shield then.
Nice. It kind of screams at you a bit when it gets hit with this damage. It didn't like that at all.
Mm.
And in response, mm, ba-ba-ba.
Oh, great. I'm standing in the way. It probably thought it was me.
Actually, it's gonna.
And I point to a crew also.
Oh, it was him. It's going to crew. This is unsettling, as it steps towards you, and just glides right through you. Uh-oh. Oh, that's why.
So, so did it move out of a space in Kane's reach?
Yeah, it did technically. So if Kane has an AO and wants to use it, he can. But it's gonna glide.
Do that.
You would like to do that? Go ahead. It's gonna glide right through you. It's gonna glide right through Lady Frost.
21 to hit.
21 does hit it.
Yayo.
7 bludgeoning.
7 bludgeoning.
He's moving away. Yeah.
That we determined
Is-
is magical
It's
damage.
magic.
So it doesn't do as much as you thought it would do, but it does do some. And it glides away, continues to glide away through Lady Frost. It leaves you like shivering cold. And actually, yep, it's just going to step out right there. So that's its movement. It is going to swing a shadow hand at you.
Slap.
Is going to slap your ass. 21 to hit. Should be good. So that's whopping 11 negative damage. And then with its last action, it is going to pull at your shadow. You gain enfeebled 1 as you notice your shadow starts pulling towards it. As it pulls its hand away, it grabs some of your shadow and starts pulling it into you, or into it. And having gone through both Lady Frost and crew, you guys realize there's nothing like solid about him. He's very much just a wispy, shadowy form. Crew, it is your turn.
All right. I really like the flat-footed condition giving, so I'm gonna go around it.
Perfect. And that plays
And,
back to it.
And I'm gonna swing at it with the rapier because I can. 19. Oh wait, but it's flat-footed. I think you said it had an AC of 20, so that should hit.
Flat-footed, yes, that will hit.
Yes.
Right.
And since it's flat-footed and the rapier has finesse, I get sneak attack. As soon as I can find the button. Okay, so that was a total of 9 damage, and it is magical.
9
plus
damage.
1.
That is magical. All right. It doesn't do as much as you thought, but it does more than you've done.
Yeah, which was 0 previously. I will swing again
All right.
with the rapier. And that's only a 13, so.
The rapier, and that's a 13, which misses. All right. That's going to move us to Abed. Ryan, is there something that's keeping enfeebled off of you?
Should not be.
Should not be. I thought I put.
I just looked at it. It should be there. Maybe when I looked at it, I accidentally cleared it.
Oh, yeah. Likely. Here, I'll add it back. I do that all the time. Because if you don't...
Press that minus button or that...
Yeah. You hit the minus button to close it instead of closing it. And people... There we go.
That's a thing.
All right. We are to Abed.
All right.
Abed, you... This thing, like, swung at Miss Frost and, like, pulled part of her shadow towards it. And Crew came around and actually did something to it. Like, it noticed Crew when it swung at it, but Crew doesn't seem to be hitting anything when he swings through it. It's like smoke or darkness.
How does
John Murphy?
how does everybody look as far as health-wise?
I'm pretty sure you, Kane, and Ms. Frost have taken some damage. Crew's pretty good.
I was gonna say
But I'm good.
if my HP totals are correct, everyone looks better than you.
It's probably accurate. All right, I am going to...
Likely the case.
I would have seen the spell that Lady Frost had used on it, right? That... Because he used...
Disrupt Undead.
Used positive healing on it, right? Or positive damage.
He did positive damage. Yes, just make a simple Arcana check. Like beat a 10.
I have a plus 11, so...
Okay, never mind. Yes, you know. You know what it was. You beat the... You don't even need to roll. You know.
I rolled a 27.
It's me not looking at your sheet. And... Yes,
Right.
you know you used positive damage. She used positive damage.
So I have the wand of healing in my belt. Like, you know, kind of like stuffed into my belt. Yeah,
Have
Okay.
you used it yet today?
I haven't.
It's a once a day.
I don't think I've ever used it, to be honest.
No, you just found
Okay.
it, I think,
Um,
in the last room.
No, that
didn't
was Magic Missiles was in mine.
you?
Previous.
I don't recall him using it, though, either.
I haven't used any wands yet.
Oh no. When I think of you and healing, it's probably treat wounds.
Yes,
You have like the
Yeah.
automatic whatever thing too, so that's probably what I was thinking of.
that is accurate.
Very likely.
I am going to pull out the wand of healing and shoot the guy.
How many actions are you using?
Let me look.
One
Level 1 of
or three?
the wand of healing doesn't have any actions with it.
It's the spell heal, so it's the same as heal. So one is the spell has a range of touch, and it's 1d8. 2 is 30 feet, 1d8 plus 8. Oh, if you're healing a living creature, increase it by 8. And then the 3 action is the positive energy in a 30-foot emanation. All living and undead creatures in the burst.
Which is what I would do.
It sounds like you need to take... No, I'm just going to let you take your turn. 10, 15, 20... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, so I will do
the 3 action...
Yep.
Wand of healing. What is your burst?
5 healing.
A burst of 5 healing. So Crew, Frost, Kane, I'll gain 5, and he squeals like a little bitch. Yeah.
Does he have... Again, that's the fortitude saving throw or whatever.
Is it a fortitude saving throw?
What it's a... oh, maybe it's not. That was the other spell. I was thinking...
I thought this was just if you're in the area.
If the target is undead, you deal that amount of positive damage and it gets a basic fortitude save.
Oh, basic fortitude save. Okay, basic fortitude save. Where's my dice? My dice are here.
So I have a question. How does heightened work? How does heightening a spell work?
25.
So
So he takes
heightening
half
the
of that.
spell would... Correct. So it'd take like 3.
3.
If you had a second level spell slot, you could heighten the spell to a +1.
So for the wand, you probably can't because the wand is probably a basic
Yeah.
level 1 wand.
It says
But if
level
you had
1
it in
wand,
your-
yeah. It says heightened plus
Yeah.
1 though on it.
Yeah. If it was a level
Yeah.
2 wand, you would get the basic effect, and then you'd get a one level of heightened.
Okay, so I can't actually heighten it because it's a wand.
No. Yeah.
Right. Unless you took it to someone who was crafting magical items and somehow improved it.
Gotcha.
Well, it's just something. I'm making note. Heightened and wands. That'll be something to research. It was a question, so.
All right.
Yeah,
That is
came up last week.
I like what
when
we're saying. It all makes sense, so we'll roll with that. But we'll verify it between sessions.
that was
All
my
right,
turn.
Abed. That was all 3 actions.
All 3 actions was healing people and hurting things.
That was a very successful all 3 actions. Jacob Kane, enfeebled Kane.
So I will move there. He would get an AO on me if he has one. I don't know if he does.
Question for you: can you swing through your allies?
I should be able to. There's 5 feet there.
I would.
5 feet.
Yeah,
I can swing around that.
I would think so. Just don't critically fail.
There, and then I will try this fear.
Yeah, he's got no
again.
AOs.
I will try the
So he's
intimidating strike.
flat-footed for you also because of
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of your
your
reach.
lineup.
That is a 30 to hit.
That is a critical success, sir.
Yay!
Wonderful. So damage wise, let's do
That would have been a
first.
critical success without the flat-footed.
He is 8. That's 18 bludgeoning damage then. The crit.
Wow.
And then
9.
yeah. And then because it was an intimidating strike and it was a critical, he is frightened 2. And he loses 1 level of frightened at the end of his turn. Yeah, at the end of his turn, he loses 1 level of frightened. So he's currently frightened 2.
I'm looking to verify that he can be frightened.
A resistance is not half damage in this, right? It's a fixed amount.
Oh, correct. It's not going to matter that he's frightened. You want to describe how he goes away? I'd say die, but he's immune to death effects. He goes away in a in a hail of whoosh.
He just launches this very aggressive, rageful, screaming, yelling, intimidating attack at him, and hits him, and then he kind of cowers and quietly boop, goes away.
and just shrinks down real low until the little ball and just pops.
I feel like Crew saw his life flash before his eyes when Kane did that because he could see right through.
Yeah, that will take us out of initiative. You guys are still enfeebled for the next 55 minutes, the 2 of you. Kane and Lady Frost. But after an hour, it will go away.
Fun.
After an hour, okay.
All right.
Fun.
Yeah.
I will.
I wouldn't mind to
slowly-
let you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Gina.
Yeah,
I
think
wouldn't
I'm gonna
mind
do
having
what
you guys explore a little bit, and then.
Yeah. Does anyone need? That little bit of healing was exactly what I needed to be full. So I don't mind investigating this corridor if anybody is interested in doing a little treat wounds or something.
I would just like to take a half hour, get my moonbeam back by beseeching my god, and then I'll be good to go.
All right, that's a half hour.
I wouldn't
That-
mind getting a little bit of treatment. I'm at about half. I'm about half hit points right now.
Abed,
If we
don't-
take an hour, then I can treat your wounds, and we'll be ready to go.
An interesting thing about having Discord over here is I don't realize when Tom got up and I was about to talk to him. So Abed will be doing some treat wounds, I'm assuming, on...
Abed or Lady Frost, one of the 2.
Yeah, well, Lady Frost, can you do treat wounds and rest
Well,
at the same
so
time?
If we take a half hour, I would do one or the other. If we take an hour, then I'll just treat wounds before or after. So
It's up to you guys if you want to take an hour here.
Doesn't matter to me how long we take. I just would like someone to patch me up a little bit. That thing got a good shot on me.
While they're doing treat wounds, I recognize that they're going to possibly be spending some time, so I'm going to investigate this corridor as slowly and thoroughly as it. So I'm hoping not to trigger anything, and hoping to find if there's any traps or issues or monsters or problems or treasures or secret doors.
I actually rolled 28 on my medicine check, so that's going to be quite a bit of healing.
That will be a good amount of healing.
Is that like a critical? Is there a critical on those?
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
Critical success is 4d8.
That seems good.
Yeah,
Which is
nice.
16.
What did you say, 16?
Yep.
Very nice.
That's a good chunk of healing.
Crew, go ahead and make a perception check as you poke and prod around this hallway
All right,
with these
so-
alcoves.
I did a thievery for traps, and it was a dirty 20. Perception for searching is a 21. I'll probably check the door at some point at the end of the hallway. That's a 27 to see if it's locked or whatever.
Okay.
So seems like a successful. I had plenty of time,
Yeah.
so that's probably why the dice said I did well.
So you're creeping along here. Oh, I fucked up. Never mind, it doesn't matter. You're creeping along here. You inspect all these sarcophagi. Pulling them each open, 5 of them are empty. The middle one on the left-hand side holds a dead body. Well, if you could call it a body. It's a desiccated husk of a being. There's no adornments to it whatsoever. There is just a single tattoo on the chest that you can still make out that is of the lighthouse, the Gauntlight.
Mm. Yeah, I will not be touching this body, but
moving down to the end of the hall, you check the door. There are no traps. You don't find any traps in here.
okay.
It looks like, and looking at it, it was designed to be. It looks like it was designed to be a place of importance. Like the bodies buried here, you get the feeling that they were important people to someone.
Mm.
Hindsight, based on everything you know, you guess they were important people to Bellacora.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm not going to open another door until I know they're done playing with their healing tools and stuff.
And this guy is dead, so we can get rid of him. He left nothing behind. My kind of enemy. Easy cleanup.
All right, so you guys can whatever else you wanted to do, or healing, or whatever.
Crew sits down and puts his feet up by the door. Just kind of sit in front of the door.
Crew, is there anything in these alcoves to the
No,
left and right?
There's just empty sarcophagi, except for the middle one on the left. It's got a body in it, but there's nothing on it but a tattoo.
Cool.
I would have battle medicine to anybody that needed it. Sorry, I had to let the dogs out.
Keen got battle medicine critically by Lady Sill. So.
Nice.
And then I think he's immune for an hour, so you can use it on yourself or Ms. Frost, I think.
Yep.
You probably need it more.
Yeah, I'm gonna battle medicine myself. I'm gonna touch myself and heal.
When I think about you, I touch myself.
So if you use actual battle medicine, you're immune to it for a day. If you just use treat wounds, which I think you also have in order to get that, you're only immune for an hour.
Yeah, you should probably treat wounds and not battle medicine. You want to do battle medicine in battle.
Yep,
If you
I
have
will
to.
treat wounds. I do
Alright.
not have it as an action. I should though because I had to get it.
Oh, it's probably just a regular action because I think it's just if you're trained in medicine, you get it.
Yeah.
Treat wounds.
Go ahead and make your roll there. Figure out what you gain, and then we will open a door.
So to treat wounds, I gotta beat a what?
10.
I think it's
Oh,
10
15.
or
15.
15 on medicine
15.
check.
medicine.
Medicine check 15.
Medicine check. That's it. 16.
16.
Yay.
Congratulations, you healed yourself.
2d8.
2d8.
Ooh, what the? Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Hmm.
8 healings.
You feel better.
Yes, you do. You feel mildly better.
All right, and when everybody's ready, I can
Oh,
crack open the next door. Or anybody have anything else they wanted to
Uh-oh.
accomplish? Crew was lucky this battle. He was right in the middle of the fray, and the thing just ignored him.
I'm here. Sorry.
I envision this door is going to open up to a world of pure imagination.
There's
there,
going to be
Willy
some
Wonka.
fizzy lifting drinks in the middle, and then a fan at the top.
That would be cool. We should do Willy Wonka.
I don't want to... Oh, that's why. Ha. I'm like, why can't I delete the fog? Because I had the draw tool on. I gotta go to the fog layer and then choose the select layer or the select tool instead of the draw tool. I'm just gonna create more fog. All right. So you guys
All right.
swing open the door to reveal this.
Hey. Oh, a monster.
Kind of, but it's not moving. And this large circular room has smooth gray walls, and there's a ribbon of pale blue light coiling up through the center 5 feet of the room, connecting to the floor and ceiling. And where it comes out of and goes into the stone, the stone itself seems to like seethe and writhe like it's suffering from some sort of rotting infection. The creature is a massive purple worm slumped around the outside of the room.
It's not moving?
Not moving at all.
Okay, I'm going to be real quiet then.
Okay.
Abed. No.
There's a door to the right on the other side of the worm. You can see the top of the door.
Well, I guess in the interest of if it wakes up, does it look like it's alive or sleeping or breathing?
Make a medicine check.
I am trained in medicine, I guess. 16.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's dead.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's dead. But that doesn't mean anything
Poke
in
it
this
with a
place.
stick.
I'm going to attempt to sneak around and go over by the door. If nothing else, maybe that'll help with flat-footed.
Make a
Yes.
stealth check.
Hey, John, as
Hey,
he's going
who's
to-
sneaking?
as he's
Okay. Yes.
as he's going to check the beast at the right
Yeah.
time, can I use my force throw to chuck a rock at him and scare him?
Yeah, I got a 27 for stealth, so I'm being really quiet, so that would probably freak me out.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
I thought you were going to use the force push to like push the head of it or something and make it move.
Oh, it's too large.
That's what she said.
Snap the tail
Uh-huh.
around.
Big purple worm.
Like, do you actually want me to roll? I just want to like throw a rock in his direction to scare him.
Oh, okay. Yes. Then I
Is
don't need
this
you to roll. You can throw a rock in his general direction. Actually, yes, roll so that you don't hit him.
Is this entire room a euphemism?
He has to
for your
succeed
Gauntlight
to
check?
not hit me.
14.
Fine, maybe. 14?
Yeah.
Yes,
Did the
you
wall have
successfully miss crew. Crew, as you're sneaking up to this door, something hits the wall next to you.
Yeah, is there any? I'll probably jump and attach myself to any crack in the door handle or frame or something, and basically like
You jump,
spring up against the wall and attach myself to it.
you jump up. Go ahead and make a strength check as you grab your dagger and you kind of try to shove it between the cracks in the door.
All right. Strength is would be athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
A good old hearty 8.
8. Yeah, you stab your dagger in there, and you grab onto it. You got your feet on the door, and you suddenly fall backwards. You land on your butt. All kinds of noise. You realize this thing is absolutely dead. Otherwise, it would have moved.
And you could just see my shoulders because my face is covered. My shoulders are going up and down because I'm laughing.
Yeah. How thick would this thing be if I'm on the floor? I can't see Abed laughing. Then.
No, you can't see Abed
No.
laughing at this point. If you fell down, like if you were standing, you could probably see Abed's head. Maybe.
And I wasn't watching, so I have to make my assumptions here.
Yeah.
Well, everybody else can see me laughing.
Lady Frost looks at Abed with just a very stern, like,
Mom look.
yeah. And then looks
the
at
mom
Kane.
stare.
I look at Kane and is there anything that we can harvest off of this? Everything's got some value.
I know nothing about anatomy, but I'd be happy to hack away at it. And if you sense something magical in it or around it, I'd definitely hack away at it to get it out.
Yeah. When you ping, there's something inside roughly where the stomach would be.
Point it out.
Ping's magical.
Okay. If he shows me the spot where it's coming from,
Yep.
I will not carefully dissect it.
Not carefully dissect it.
Don't step
All
in
right.
the middle there.
Let's see. Yeah, you start cutting into it. Smells awful. It's rotten. It's gross. And you find the skeleton of a dwarf inside this thing's stomach, clutching a warhammer. That warhammer is a +1 warhammer.
Who wants it?
You pull out a slimy.
It's worth something to somebody, I'm sure. I can't carry it because I will be encumbered if I carry it, so
Lady
someone
still
else
just
just carry the
says-
warhammer.
Looks like junk.
Well, it's a +1. We could attach it to something, even just a dagger or something too.
I think you guys have a +1 potency rune already, don't you?
I've got one, and then do you have the great axe or the retribution axe?
And
So-
the retribution axe that's got a
so-
rune on it
so we've
as
got-
well.
We've got at least 2 things that we could transfer.
Do you have room to carry it? Is the question.
How heavy? Do we know how heavy this is?
Warhammer.
It's gonna be at least a bulk. I can't carry. Wait. So
Warhammer is 1 bulk.
One bulk.
okay.
I do
So
not have 1 bulk.
I mean, I'll take it just for intimidation then, because I got
We
plenty of
can-
room.
okay.
You
Yeah,
got
if you can
bulk,
carry one bulk, and then you guys can at least pay someone to get the rune off it if you want later.
Yeah.
Strap it to your back
Yeah,
like a
so-
weird Final Fantasy character.
Because there's an encumbered limit and then a total limit, right? So if we were just going back to town, I think anybody could probably take it, but they would be either slower or whatever. But probably
So
not
add it
if
to
we
your
got into
inventory as
battle.
just a basic Warhammer Kukta, and then just put a +1 potency rune onto it.
Rotter.
All right, I would like to open this door as soon as he starts into the smell. I would be already fidgeting at the door, probably not even checking it for traps because that
Where are you going?
is not pleasant.
All right. There are no traps on it. Luckily for you. It's not even locked. Like you turn the knob and it opens up and reveals a small hallway here.
All
It
right,
splits
yeah.
in 2 directions.
attempting to get away from the smell. I
You
would
don't
think
see
that's
a
weird.
door or
That
anything to the south. That's the interesting thing.
I would think that it's weird that the hallway goes in two directions.
Yeah, It is
I
kind of
think
weird.
from the map, I would have recognized we've probably been in the room to the north.
The weird thing is this looks like a closet to you. You go
Okay.
in and it looks like a closet. It looks like a storage area, but there's nothing stored in here.
So I'd message back to Abed. Hey, Abed, bring the map. Is there another room off of here?
Abed
And-
bringing in the map. You do realize you've been through the room in the north rather hastily.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a room to the south somewhere, somehow.
All right. Well, I'll get
I'll ping.
looking. Yes, this is a
Let's see.
magic way in.
Make a perception check. Both
Is
of
it
you.
Abed or both? Okay.
Both of you, Abed and crew.
25.
22.
You guys both at the same time find a rock and go, hey, it's this rock.
Dude, this rock.
You have two rocks that look like they would be switches. What do you do?
I'm going to step
Obviously
back.
push mine.
Yep, I'm going to take a step back because I see him reaching for it.
Which one do you push, Jeff?
The one that I found.
Nothing happens.
Left. Okay. It's not working.
Push the other one.
I'll push the other one.
Nothing happens.
How far apart are they?
About 5 feet.
I'm not 5 feet. Abed, push the other one while I push this one.
All right, I'm gonna get in there. I'm on top of him. All right,
Push button.
on the count of 3. 1.
On 3 or 3 and then go.
On
Nobody goes on
3.
2.
1, 2, 3.
Push.
Door. Do you just push the button, Abed? Or do you push and hold the button?
I'm gonna. Well, if he doesn't push right away, I'm gonna hold.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, I'm pushing.
When they are pushed in unison, there is a hard gravel stone over stone sound as this door swings inward to a plain circular room.
Huh.
In this plain circular room, there's a single image of a moss-caked skull on the eastern wall. Pinging, you realize this whole room kind of is magical.
Hmm.
I will take a step in and just kind of hold my arm out to Crew to keep him from following. Let me inspect this real quick. This seems very magical.
I have no problem with that.
Can I do an Arcana check then, or like ping? If it's pinging
Sure.
magic, do I see anything that is actually magical?
The symbol painted on the wall
Mhm.
seems very magical. I need you to describe to me how you're inspecting it.
With what? What?
I'm gonna do an Arcana check, but I'm gonna kind of have my hand over the symbol and kind of see if I can feel its aura, see if I can,
Okay.
absorb energy from, some kind of mystical.
Yep.
way of
Go ahead and recall knowledge arcana.
29.
29. Yeah, this is an elevator. If you touch it, it will go down.
Elevator go down the hole.
The
Elevator stop.
Probably while we were resting, we
Tom, I'm
discussed what
probably the
we're
only one that knows what that was.
Tiny Toons.
Was it Tiny Toons?
Enemy.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah, there's a
Wanna
different
go down
one.
the
I was thinking.
hole.
Elevator, stop.
Right? Do you push it? Is the question. Do you touch it? Do you touch the button?
No.
We would have discussed during the last break how late in the day it might be getting, and that we probably should be heading back soon, and we pretty much have this floor clear, I think. But Abed's got the choice.
Hey, Miss Frost, as you're sitting over in the corner, I imagine you probably leaned up against that wall at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I bet while you're in there and you kind of got your hand over it, there's, lady, so the wall gives a little bit, and then there's suddenly a scraping sound of stone as it swings open into a room that I don't believe you saw before, but Crew and Kane are aware of.
Picture Lady
Wood
Frost
falling, metal crashing.
landing on her back with that warhammer like a turtle upside down.
No, legs and
I can't
arms
put
and
my
legs
arms
kicking.
down. I can't get up. I
I
fall
Kane,
don't
into
get
the-
your ass.
playa.
Kane, get your ass over here and help a girl.
uh,
Might as well ping in this room while I just found this secret room that
Yeah.
nobody ever saw before.
I'll tell Crew about the elevator.
Looking around the room, it's a bunch of broken down torture instruments, half collapsed in heaps. There's a stretching rack that is kind of ruined on the north wall, and to the south wall, there's a pillory that lies fallen on the floor. There's rusty tongs and chains and rotten whips and other implements on tottering shelves that are about to collapse at any given moment.
Okay. Let's get the hell out of here then.
That might be a shortcut back to these stairs if we
We're gonna
wanted to.
get out of here for the day.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to know where that elevator leads,
Down.
because
It goes down.
we don't know how far.
I'm more comfortable with taking stairs because I know I'm only going down one floor.
Seems fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
taking magic elevators may lead to other magical things. So Miss Frost is thinking the elevator's the right way to go.
How about we go back to town and think on it?
Have rest the night on it.
We'll rock, paper, scissors
Or
for
that.
tomorrow.
Plus, with all the stuff we got, it might not
Hold the
hurt to
perch and
go sell some stuff off.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think that we need to rest a bit before we adventure some more. We're looking like a little bit of a rough crew.
Ah, ah.
Crew looks fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Crew's looking fine, but he's a little,
All I can rock it.
exhausted.
The question I have is, how do you leave? Where do you go? How do you get out of here again?
Miss Frost
Nearest
just
exit
found, this,
would be.
just found
we
this
would-
trick door, right?
We would go. Whoop, that's not what I want to do.
This way? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And secret door to these stairs that we've used repeatedly.
Cool. Okay. You can get up to the top floor, and the top floor is easy enough to... I'm not going to pull that map up just to discuss us walking through it. My only question is, do you want to go after your spear? Nope. Okay. Not yet. He kind of swims. It's floating in the water, and he swims around it. As it's floating in the water. He's like guarding it. It's his prized possession.
Now, do we walk back to town or do we ride
We
horses?
should name that Drake so that we have something to call him every day we go by him.
And what do you want to name him?
Barnabas.
Barnabas.
Okay.
Barnabas? Barnabas? Okay.
Say
Barney.
that Barnabas every day.
Arnie. For
Yeah.
short.
Later, Barney.
The highest of fives, he says as you go by. Yeah, you walk by him. You have been walking back and forth.
Okay.
It's about a, what do we say, a half-hour walk down to the couple miles. So
Mm-hmm.
a little while.
Yep, you
Sure.
You trek your way down there.
I'll say so. We, I don't know what else you have in store, but so we don't turn this into like a shopping episode, we can talk about what each of us want to sell in between, and we can recap it next time if we want, unless you want to go through everyone's.
Well, does anyone have something other than selling off your stuff and resting? Is there anything anyone wants to do in Otari?
I would probably take a shot at Yin Yasmera at maybe trying to flirt a little bit with her after the rest of them go to bed or go off doing their thing.
Okay. So
it's not with the intent of success. It's with the intent of laying groundwork, because I feel like we're going to be here for a while.
Okay. Intent of laying groundwork for romance or intent of laying groundwork for business?
Yes, sure. Both.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check as you are sitting up drinking with.
Let's see how much time is left. I am going to just take that roll, and I will save my point for later. 14.
14. She is guarded in a way that most of your ilk are.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not turned off by it. There's a curiosity there. You have piqued her curiosity.
I'll call that a success.
Yeah. You get the feeling that she both sees you. Initially, it was just she saw you as another asset. But as the night went on, you got a little bit back from her in the flirtatious department.
Fair enough.
Just certain body positionings and like leaning forward more on the bar. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, anyone else? Anything?
Yeah. There's a couple things I would like to do. I would offer up the Wand of Dancing Lights to anybody who wants it. Otherwise, I would sell that. And then the Vial of Yum, I want to get that looked at. And I want to see if there's anybody in town that would increase the Wand of Healing from level 1 to level 2.
Let's see. Wand. I will have to look at the rules increasing a wand.
Yeah, and that's just...
I'm pretty sure Lady Sill's friend can do that. I forget her name. I didn't review the town. I forgot you guys were going back.
Lady Fix It All.
And getting someone to look at the bottle of Yum. Honestly, that is something that Yan Yasmera would. She'd likely be your, like, out of all the places in Otari. Like, Otari doesn't really have an alchemist that I can see. Or anyone that does, like, work along the lines of potions or anything. So, next best bet would be, like, some form of... I mean, you found it on a freaking goblin.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise,
she takes one look.
I was going to say my other option would be just to study it myself and try to figure it out, but I would rather...
Well, if you show it to her, she takes one look at it and says, yeah, don't drink that. If you want to put it on a weapon or something, that'd probably be a good idea. It'll hinder your enemies.
Is it a poison?
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Is it necrotic?
It's bad. Let's just say that. I've heard of adventurers drinking it, and it doesn't end well.
That is good to know.
Yeah.
I'll give that to either Crew or Kane, depending upon who who wants to fight for it.
If it's
Wait,
being
what?
put on a weapon, it probably
It's
should
a
go on a
poison.
sharp weapon as opposed to, I think yours is bludgeoning, right, Kane?
Yeah, if you want poison, go for it.
I imagine that whole conversation happened before Crew started his
Yes.
diplomacy. Like that would have been the end of the night. Like you showed it to her and she kind of explained what it is, and then, well, here, this would be up your alley, and gave it to Crew, and that kind of started the conversation between Crew and Ysmera.
I'll pat him on the shoulder and whisper in his ear, "You're welcome."
I'd say just generally speaking, a lot of the crafting stuff takes 4 days to do.
Yeah.
Unless it's a direct transfer. So I would think that if you were going to upgrade the magic wand, it would have to sit with someone for a while. But
Yeah.
I don't know for certain. I just know that I saw that 4 days for crafting.
It depends on what it is.
I would leave both of my wands with somebody. The wands of Manifold Missiles 1 and the level 1 wand of healing. Like,
Okay.
I would leave both
magic
of those
missiles.
behind if I have the opportunity to upgrade them over the course of a couple days. I would definitely do that.
Yeah. We will look at that for sure in between sessions. I gotta look at crafting rules are dense in this game.
Yeah, no
For
worries.
sure.
That's it. That's all I would do.
Does anybody need another potency rune? Do we need to take the one off the Retribution Axe before we sell it, or is it fine being sold with the rune on it?
What does the rune do?
Sell them both, right?
Plus
Rune
Makes a
just adds
weapon
plus one to your attack.
I mean, I guess
Whatever weapon.
I have.
if
I found
you
one on
take
the
it
runes.
off,
I think that only takes a day.
I was gonna
if
say
I sell
if
it.
you take the rune off the axe is just gonna become an axe. It won't maintain the vengeance rune. Because in order to have the vengeance rune on it, I believe it needs the +1 potency rune on it.
So maybe the
I
axe is
don't
worth
think
selling, but
there's a-
selling as it is,
yeah, sell it as
and
is.
the other one,
I
and
think
then
it
we got that
requires,
hammer.
the potency rune to be able to put a effect rune on it. If I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
we've got 2 other items that have runes on them that are just like the one is a rune stone, which is intended to just put on a weapon, and the other one was that last warhammer that we found. So
Yeah.
the axe is
Whatever.
probably worth more selling. I don't know what its value is.
I will verify that. Chances are you aren't going to need to buy anything in the dungeon. Unless you want to buy something here, then we can try and dig through and verify it now.
I'm gonna buy something, but I'll tell you later what it is because that's how my
Fair
shit
enough.
works.
Do you have gold to buy something is the question.
That's the assumption, is that we're selling enough stuff to have gold. So I know at least we have that gear
Yeah.
that has no need to be in our party. I think I have an opal or something. I think I just picked up. So
Okay, your homework is to compile a list of what you're going to sell.
Yep.
And we'll figure
Yeah,
out how
I'll
much
try to
gold
do
you guys have.
I'll try to do that this afternoon, and I'll ping everybody and see what you guys want to get rid of. And if you want to keep it but not carry it with you, we do have
Storage.
Ellie can keep it for us in our storage trunk.
Yeah, you go back there and things are starting to look more put together. It's starting to look more like a bar. I mean, like, tables and chairs are still kind of piled up in places, but there are some out. And she does actually have some alcohols now on tap. And it is starting to become more like the Belching Dragon that you know and love. Those of you that came from the realms.
Mm-hmm.
So you spend the evening selling, sleeping, eating good food. Get up the next morning and head back. Is there anything you want to do before you depart?
I'll take a rest and get the rest of our healing done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I
One-
assume. Do you have enough heal spells left, or I mean, there'd be enough time to do treat wounds to get everybody back to full? I'm hoping.
Yeah, I have 2 healing spells.
Just
left.
a normal rest would get me there.
Okay.
I'm good.
I will say yes. You will. You'd be able to rest to full with the healing spells that you have and treat wounds. So you are all full.
Just real quick with that battle hammer. Do I have to drop that off at? I think there was a Surly blacksmith, or is that more Rin that would pull that rune off?
That is something I'd have to look.
If we're does anybody? I have
I think it's the
rune
blacksmith.
that I have that I want to put on the kukri, so I can leave that with him and just use a dagger if that's fine. But if we wanted, does anyone else have another weapon that they want enhanced?
I'm just gonna take this warhammer out of my pocket. I mean, I'm
Okay,
not gonna carry it, right? So.
We have a party sheet that we can leave it with Ellie if you want. It's called a post-it, and it's in my notebook here.
All right, can you put the +1 warhammer in the post-it party sheet?
It's there.
So you're gonna put the retribution axe in there because we're gonna sell that.
Yeah, anything you want to sell, give to Jeff right now, and Jeff will do the.
Well,
then I
can
only
do
have
it.
to worry about one person telling me what we're selling.
Yeah. We can do that offline.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the only other thing that I wanted to do, John, at some point is research that necklace that I have with the gem hole.
Oh.
Like, what would the gem look like? How would I, where is it typical to find those kinds of gems? Stuff like that.
You're going to the north, talking to your friend up in the northern part of town. What is her name again? I forget her name. Rin. Yeah, going to talk to Rin. She looks at you and says, "Oh, that's an Aeon stone. I can get you an Aeon stone. I don't have any with me right now, but I will have one ordered for sure if you want one."
Yeah, absolutely. She's very interested in completing any magical items possible. So.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll let you know next time you're back in town. I'll have one for you. Likely.
Awesome.
I don't know how long you're going to be gone.
Oh wow! They have Aeon stones from item level 1 up to item level 19.
Yeah,
So,
there's
like,
all kinds of stones.
And you said I can get you an Aeon stone. I'm like, oh wow, that's fancy. But they do have lower level ones, so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they're all kinds of. It's kind of a Pathfinder thing, the way they do with us. It's neat. I like it.
Yeah, what I tell her is money is no object. So.
Fair enough. All right. So, the morning you're all healed up, all business is done and dealt with, and you head back to.
So the question is, are we doing
Where are you going?
before you change the map out? I don't know if you do we want to go to that boathouse northwest corner and clear out whatever's left on level 2?
That is an interesting question.
Or do we want to go directly for level 3?
Let's clear out level 2 because some of you guys are leaving weapons behind and stuff, and we're not like fully geared up, I think, to go level 3 yet.
That makes
okay.
I agree.
A good way to spend the rest of the session.
All right. So.
Hopefully the DM's good with that.
Yeah. I need to see. I need to see the first map then. Which I have. Where is it? I'm scrolling through the book to try and find it. So yeah, you head up. You head around the outside of the thing. You cross the bridge to the double doors and walk through the area where you met Spooky Wisp.
I was gonna say, yeah, he had a fun name.
And you open like you guys left him alive, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you open the door, he's like, "Ah, Spooky Wisp." Oh, it's you guys. What are you doing here again?
Never you mind.
Pretty sure for the most part I ignore him and just look for the stairs.
And he kind of watches you guys go, and he's just watching very carefully as you guys walk by one. And you head to the second set of doors in the spiral staircase that leads downward, unless any of you do anything to Spooky Wisp.
Lady still might say, "Shocked you're still alive."
Spooky Wisp is indomitable. he replies. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do here? Oh, this is funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and pop. You come down the stairs. Here, I'm gonna grab y'all and move you over here to these stairs. Move you in those 4 boxes there. Crew would probably be first, honestly. So let's move you there. Let's move you there and move crew over to there. Haha. So you are here in the lower sections. Stepping out into the hall, which I believe you stepped out into before, crew. Give me a half a minute to get through all of level 1 here. I'm scrolling.
And we're scrolling, and we're scrolling.
The only problem with PDFs is I can't just flip pages super simply.
You may be able to put a bookmark or a
that'd be a good
something.
idea.
I don't, but as soon as you use it, then you don't need it anymore.
Exactly right. So,
on the way through, did we do anything with Barnabas?
yeah, you say hi to Barney. Barney
Shoot
seems
him.
desperate for your attention. He was balancing the thing on his nose this time.
Look at me! Look at me!
Take me with you. I'll behave. I won't poop on your shoe.
There's a hallway that extends to the left that ends in a door. There should be a door. The guy that drew this map didn't have the door right here. There should be a door right there.
Okay.
And there's a door over here. You want to go left
Well,
or right?
You know what they say. Left is always right.
Mm-hmm.
Left is always right.
So
All
I'll
right.
check this door.
It is not.
Let's check for traps. 21.
21. It does not
Or
seem to be
22.
trapped. I should be checking for traps for you. Is what it should be.
I'll open it up and
You open it up
Step right in.
inside.
I'm feeling confident. It's a brand new day.
Yes, it is.
There is this room is both a bedroom and maybe a study. Very plain, very stripped down. There's nothing there's no personality to this room. It looks like a hotel room almost, like it's very barren walls, barren, like nothing sprucing it up. There's sitting on the
Restroom.
desk is a scrap of paper.
All right. I will be more interested in securing the room, so I will. I'll check this door, and I'll point over to the table to whoever walks in, which it looks like it might be Kane. I don't know. I assume Kane. I assume Kane can read.
Yes, Kane can read. He's not dumb.
I would snatch
you
it
pick-
from Kane. Let me see that.
Kane, what you were able to read before it was so rudely snatched out of your hands was what the worm knows. Abed.
Worm knows.
Grab the piece of paper. It says what the worm knows.
And then he gets punched in the gut.
Feasts. Make an attack roll.
Just a touch with the fist.
That's the touch with the fist.
And Abed goes down.
13.
13. Does that hit your AC, Abed?
No.
Okay. He swings at it.
He doesn't take any damage, but it hits him in the gut.
He back pulls away from it. And you're actually quite surprised as you don't make contact with him at all. And he kind of looks up at you in that moment. Paper reads, what the worm knows, grave feasts and secrets of the skull. And then there's a scribbled note below it. Transcription will take months, but I'll try to have these books back to you as soon as possible, my love.
Hmm.
In 2 different handwritings.
I would read it out loud to the group.
Thanks, Abed, for being stealthy.
I wonder if you are very welcome. I wonder if this is referring to the worm that ate the dwarf.
What the worm knows was what? What did the worm know?
The worm. What the worm knows. Grave feasts and secrets of the skull. Seems to be the title of a book.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would not say that maybe it's referring to the worm then, if I think it's the title of a book.
Yeah. Because the note below, transcription will take months, but I'll try to have these books back to you as soon as possible, my love.
I'll look for that
different
book.
Handwriting. There don't seem to be any books in this area.
I'll check this next door while they're... I'm assuming, Abed, you're pinging too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ms. Frost, are you following us, or were you going to go other direction?
That is a good question.
But I'll check for traps. 21 for traps.
I don't have the other map. Am I?
Same map.
Same map. You're up in the corner now.
In the upper left-hand corner of it.
I was zoomed in too far.
Ah, there you go. The door does not seem to be trapped or locked at all, for that matter.
All right. I will open this one up confidently and stroll right on in.
This small room is long. Has a long abandoned straw bed and a dresser with open drawers, revealing a jumble of out-of-date servants' clothing. Looks very familiar to the clothing on the body from the room. Oh, never mind.
From a room we haven't been in yet.
From a room you haven't been in yet.
Wow.
Whoops.
It's one of those deja vu things, but it's like pre-deja vu.
Yeah. There's a large barrel, though, in the corner with a ladle on top of it.
Is there anything in the barrel? Like if I tip it a little, does it seem like it's full?
Doesn't say that there's anything in the barrel. There's nothing in the barrel.
The barrel with a label.
Empty. Looks like whatever was in it evaporated.
That could be. So servant's quarter, unlikely to be any treasure, but I will thoroughly search the room.
Give me a perception check, sir.
10.
And there's nothing spectacular about the room.
All right. I'll come back out then. There's nothing spectacular. It's just a server. It looks like servants' quarters. And I'll go head over to the other door while...
Down the hall or that way? Okay.
I'll go check this door down here then. And whatever you guys are doing, speak up if you want to stop me or slow time down.
Nope.
I'm going to be searching that room. I'm going to ping and just search to see what I can find in every room that he goes through. I'm going to do a search of after he gets out of the room.
You ping, you don't notice anything. Give me a perception check. While you're in there.
Miss Frost is just overseeing everyone.
That door in front of you, crew, is locked. Doesn't seem
26
to be trapped.
trap. No, okay.
19.
Jeff, would you roll for the door? Tom, you found a loose brick in the wall.
Tommy found another loose brick in the wall.
That's exactly where my mind went.
All right, so going for picking the lock is thievery. Dirty 20.
All right, dirty 20. You end up fiddling with the things. The tumblers, they seem like they're stuck, but roll, click, and there's door unlocks. Abed, as you pry on this loose brick in the wall, a little like cloth wrapped package falls out. Opening that up, there is a jade shard in there. A little silver statuette of two succubi, and an oily looking rune that looks like an armor rune of some sort.
Hmm.
Can I do? And none of them pinged, huh?
None of them pinged.
Can
Actually, I suppose the armor rune might ping.
Okay.
I didn't think that would.
Trick question. The brick was made of lead, so you couldn't see through it.
There you go.
Sense through it.
Huh.
Can I do like a history check or like some kind of check with the figurines and the shard? Like, is there like a
you can make an arcana check, an occultism check, a recall knowledge occultism.
Sure.
Let's try that one.
Sure, I'm good at that. 12.
You recognize succubi. They're attractive to look at. Very dangerous, to your knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And you're guessing that jade shard's worth maybe 10 gold, maybe a little more.
But the jade shard doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look like a figurine. It doesn't look like it's mystical at any point, based on my.
Nope, it looks like a shard of jade. Looks like a crystal.
I'm going to put the jade in my pouch, in my backpack, along. Well, and I'll bring the rune and the succubi over to the lady and ask her about them. Be like, does this look familiar? Are you familiar with this type of?
You can make an arcana check, lady, still. The rune. Oh, you're muted,
I think
Brian.
you're muted.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll just use my ability to see if there's any strong emotions tied to that.
Both these items were precious to someone when you touch them. They were valued treasures to someone specific, someone not very large in stature, maybe a little monstrous in being.
And my arcana is 27.
That's a slick armor rune.
Slick.
Slick. That is the type of rune it is. It's a slick rune for armor. It's like in parentheses, slick. I'm assuming that's the name of the armor rune. I'll have to look that up.
I'll say,
but I believe
seen this before, and I'll give it to someone else. I don't know who would be best for it.
The succubi statuette, you, based on just looking at it and stuff, and you kind of have gotten an eye for evaluating cost of things. You're guessing that's worth about 35 gold. That's nice craftsmanship. It's a little creepy though. Looking at it being succubi. I mean, nice to look at, but suck your soul out of your head. Crew, you push the door open to reveal a large metal table fitted with leather straps and iron shackles. It seems to be part spyglass and part mechanical drill. An item that seems to be part spyglass and part mechanical drill sits near the head of the table. A sparkling black gemstone glitters in the metal framework built into this machine's side. It looks malevolent. It looks evil. It looks like it's meant for drawing something out or placing something in the head of someone. and we'll stop there because
That sounds good.
time to.
So the slick rune, and again we'll look up some rune rules, but if that's we need to have a +1 armor, I think, in order to attach that.
That's
so
what I
may not
was
be able to use it.
talking
for
about
now.
before. That's where with the axe, if you took the +1 rune out of the axe, the vengeance rune would also come off.
Does it
Either
actually
come
have a
off or be
vengeance
destroyed.
rune on it? Because I can't find a vengeance rune. It seemed like that was just an ability of the axe.
Okay, maybe that's just an ability in the axe, and maybe you can get the +1 off of it. I don't know. I'll have to do some research.
It doesn't
and
really
see.
matter because we're going to sell it anyway. Nobody needs the +1, so.
Yeah, but well, it does matter because if you don't need the +1, then it
get-
doesn't matter. If you're going to try and get the +1, it would matter because it would render the axe useless if the vengeance rune wasn't on it. It would
Right.
just be an axe
But
instead
if there
of
is a vengeance rune on it, we would love to have that on something else.
probably.
So,
Yeah.
that's-
So
Probably more the issue.
The that rune and the succubi statuette I would put in my pouch. I would probably ask for that back from the lady.
you give it back, lady. So yeah. Okay. It's
No,
not
you don't-
magical.
you don't
She's
wear-
fine giving it back.
You don't wear armor, right?
No, I have
You
robes.
wear a
I would look at the rune a little bit, and then I would, when we had time, I would
Figure out what it does.
figure out what it does and who it should go to.
Well, I will let you know. You find a staircase downward in the back corner of the room as well.
Okay, good to know.
We will continue with the rest of the exploration of this little corner of level 2 next week.
Sounds awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ways down to level 3. Just realized
there are.
I'm like, holy hell. I gotta see where they all go. I know where a few of them go. Oh, I know where that one goes. Okay. Yeah, I know where that one goes. That's right. That's funny. Okay.
All right.
If you look at the map carefully, you might see something.
Now I gotta look at the game map carefully.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
All right. We are Two Nerds One Quest. Oh, great show. We are here Sunday mornings, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/TomMNorm or bit.ly/NerdTube. That's our YouTube channel. You can watch us on YouTube if you prefer that. Otherwise, Twitch definitely. Patreon.com/Two Nerds One Quest if you would like to get a podcast form of this show with the pre and post show content. $1 a month, people. That's it. Just $1 a month. Otherwise, watch replays on YouTube, and the VOD stays on Twitch for like a month or two. So many places to get this. Let other people know about it. The best thing you could do is let other people know about the show, how much you enjoy it. Yeah, we appreciate your support. We appreciate you chatting with us in chat. Quiet day today in chat, but we love to have people give us ideas and clues and kind of interact with us. That is very fun for us. Join us in our Discord, bit.ly/OurFunDiscord. Talk with us about movies, games, music, whatever. Doesn't matter. We are there, and we shall chat with you if you decide to join us there. We appreciate it. And we appreciate any support that you guys can give us. So, yeah, yes. With that being said, for me, for Rake, for Cooch, for Genius, and for the DMJC, they're nerds.
Abed won't heal anybody else. When he treats wounds, he touches himself. I was reading the show titles. That's amazing.
I stopped doing show titles. We had so many today.
We have 20 of them today.
All right. If you're in chat, go to the show bot. We're closing this out.